Stop number 22 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Pocono Raceway, back to the tricky triangle for the second time this season, and let's hope this race is not as boring as the first one was. I don't think. But we are here today for the running of the Farmers Insurance 400 as we get set for 30 laps of racing on this 2.5-mile triangle. And these cars are speeded up, I promise you on that too, as opposed to the last time after that epic fail race we had. So, all that said, let's get the starting line for today's running of this event. On the pole at 166 miles per hour is Jesse Turner, the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. He has the pole for today's event. Alongside of him will be Daniel Olson, number 25 Kodiak Chevrolet, looking for his first win of the season and hopes to have it happen today. Row 2 has number 55 Crown Petroleum Skull Classic Oldsmobile of Chris Dollerton, winner of the season at Riverside. He'll be alongside Cole Thieber, the number 7 Xerox Antifreeze Ford. Row 3 has Sky Commons, number 22 Maxwell House Ford. He'll be alongside the North Wilkesboro winner, Ryan George, number 30 Pennzoil Pontiac. Then it's Jonathan Zorlin, the number 71 Lifebuoy Chevrolet, the winner at Texas this season. He'll be flanked by the number 11 Budweiser Ford of Zach Winkle. He's on the outside. Then it's Joshua Collar, the number 43 STP Pontiac. He'll be alongside two-time winner this season, Kyle Matthews, the number 42 Meliella Pontiac. Matthews was winner at Martinsville in California. Jeremy Jones in the number 14 Copenhagen Oldsmobile has the inside of the next row down. He'll be flanked by the number 8 Snickers Buick of Chris Dodd. There he is right there. Winner this season of the Daytona 500 and also at Talladega. Next row down has Charles Sanford, the number 24 DuPont Chevrolet, winner this season at Bristol. He'll be alongside Dylan Poteet, the number 31 Mom and Pop Chevrolet. Poteet hopes to break out of a slump he's been in for about the first half of the season, even though he had a good run the last race on the tour at Yas Marina Circuit. Here, next row down has the number 9 Coors Melling Ford of Sonoma winner Jessica Shelton has the inside of the next row down. She'll be alongside Quaker State Buick, car number 26. It's Chelsea Bowles. She's on the outside. In an all-girl front in an all-girl row. Then it's the number 52 Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. It's Seth Culver in NNSCRA Motorsports. He'll be alongside of Amari Stoutenberg Jr., the number 68 Country Time Oldsmobile. Then it's the All-Star Race winner, John Arnton of Abilene Ford, car number 6. He'll be alongside the Las Vegas winner, Dawson Wise, number 18 Interstate Battery Chevrolet. Johnny Gardner has the inside of the next row down, the Abilene Ford, car number 28. He'll be alongside his buddy Quentin Moore, the number 21 God-blooded. He'll be alongside Quentin Moore, the number 21 Citgo Ford. Quentin was the winner at Michigan. Then it's Joshua Osborne, the number 17 Western Auto Chevrolet, winner this season at Darlington. He'll be alongside Zachary Fitzwater, number 29 Hardee's Oldsmobile. Then it's Nick Johnson, number 66 Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac. He'll be alongside John Gilbert in the number 33 Skull Bandit Oldsmobile. His Oldsmobile. Next row down has the winner at Yas Marina Circuit, Dalton Day, the number 20 Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. Dalton locked into the All-Star race by virtue of that win for season 17. He'll be alongside the number 27 Kodiak Pontiac of Benjamin Miles, one of the NNSCRA veterans in the field. Then it's Michael Norman, the number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. He'll be alongside the number 75 Valvoline Pontiac of the winner at Atlanta, Cole Baker. He's on the outside. Then it's Matt Delio in the Motorcraft Ford, car number 15, and inside of the next row, he'll be alongside the number 88 Ford Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford Thunderbird of Keith Batson. He finished second the last visit there at Pocono. Then it's Cab Shear, two-time winner this season at Richmond and Charlotte in the 57 Heinz Pontiac. He'll be alongside the number 12 Ray Bessis Buick of Joshua Sakuli. He's on the outside. Andrew Perry in the Levi Garrett Chevrolet, car number 5. That's the inside of the next row down. And he'll be alongside... As we get into our instruments of racing here today, he'll be alongside the two-time winner this season, Dylan Young, winner at Kentucky and at Rockingham, the Miller Virginia Draft Ford, car number 2. Paul Minnick in the Kodak Film Chevrolet, car number 4, has the inside of the next row alongside Trent Dunham, the number 1 Skull Classic Oldsmobile for Sega Motorsports. Then Zed Weinstein, number 70 Rumpel Furniture Chevrolet, yet to win this season. He'll be alongside two-time winner Levi McIntyre, the number 99 X-Iberis Ford. He won it at Daytona in the 400, as well as the Dover. And then JT Bryant, the 10-tied Ford, has shotgun in the field. A green flag about to set the wave here for 30 laps of action here at Pocono. The field being led by Jesse Turner, going for the Pocono sweep this season. The green flag waves were underway in the Farmers Insurance 400. And Jesse Turner off to a great start in that number 94 car. He's on the inside lane, but the outside lane, as we saw in the first race, is usually the preferred groove, and that's where Daniel Olson was running on the high side here. Cole Devers in third position. Going in the fourth is Ryan George, and battle for fifth going on between Sky Commons and Chris Dallerton, as here comes Daniel Olson for the lead. Car in number 25 on the inside of the lane. And he makes that inside lane work here, but Turner fights back on the outside. Oh boy, who's going to lead this first lap of this race? So it's going to be side by side. Olson or Turner? It is Turner who led the first lap. Even the electronics didn't know who led the first lap, but Jesse Turner led the first lap of that 94 Sunoco car by just 100 of a second over Daniel Olson. Olson has been close to wins this season in that 25 Kodiak Chevrolet. He hopes to get that first one and soon as well. Olson, by the way, also in hot contention for Rookie of the Year, along with Cole Deaver and Chelsea Bowles in that battle. As we see Chris Dallerton and Ryan George battle it out, the 55 and the 30. Sky Commons in 22. The Maxwell House Ford. On board with Chris Dallerton, car number 55. And if you remember the last time we was at Pocono, the cars were so they were barely able to reach 150 miles per hour a lap. Well, this time they are quicker. They're getting way quicker, 166.9 in the case of Chris Dallerton. So these cars had a faster setup as he's now caught on the inside, getting freight train on the outside lane. Sky Commons getting by, and here comes, I think that is that was Zach Winkle in the 11 and Jonathan Zorlin in the 71. Kyle Matthews trying to shove Dallerton by with the help of also from Joshua Collard in the 43 car. Driving for King Richard Petty, and here comes the battle for the lead. Cole Deaver in the 7 on the inside of Jesse Turner. Turner led the lap barely, but Deaver's not letting him outside. Nope, it said Cole Deaver led the lap. So Cole Deaver makes it the second leader of the day in car number 7. And whoa, Jesse Turner just about got in the Deaver going through turns 1 and 2. Or actually turn 1, excuse me. I keep forgetting Pocono has 3 turns, not 4. If this would have been turns 1, 2, and 3, and 4, actually Pocono would be a 6-turn track, not a 3-turn track. But anyway, but Deaver hangs on to second, even though he did barely lead the lap over Jesse Turner, though. Let's take a look at, I don't see what the margin. It was 5 thousandths at the stripe between Turner and Olson. I mean, between Turner and Deaver, I should say. But Jesse Turner will now keep the lead in car number 94. As we have completed now 4 laps in the event here. Deaver's in second. Third is Ryan George battling with Daniel Olson. Deaver tries again in car number 7. But the 94 gets the push on the outside lane. Looking through the middle of the pack here, Kyle Matthews making his way up through the top 10 here. Chris Dodd up ahead, or should say up behind in number 8. Joshua Collard moving up through the field. Charles Sanford 3 wide right there behind between. I think that was Dylan Poteet, Chelsea Bowles, and Jessica Shelton were 3 wide through turn 2. Shelton trying to get by Chelsea Bowles as she tries to follow Poteet up through the field. It's been just a miserable season for Dylan Poteet in the 31 car, the season 1 champion of this series. has had a couple of good runs here and there, but bad luck has struck him so many times that it's not even been funny. They're at 31 team, and Pote, one of the real veterans in our competition for sure, and he hopes to really get make a push there. You remember he started off bad last season and made a big push to get in the top 10, which he barely did. And the points are actually that close as well this season too. It may still be a possibility, but Pote right now hopes to get this season turned around in the second half. But he's at the high side right now. Shelton dives inside in car number 9, as we now see Jesse Turner still holding on to that number 1 spot, 94. 3 wide battle for second, though, between the 25, the 30, and the 7. Whoa, and Ryan George just about got into this 25 of Daniel Olson. Chris Dollerton still right behind in that 55 car. Here comes Deaver again for the lead. Trying to close in on that 94 car. Ford versus Oldsmobile. Deaver up on the back bumper of the racetrack here. Let's see what happens as they go into turn 3. Turn 3, of course, the flattest turn of the track at Pocono at 6 degrees of banking on this racetrack. Turn 1 is banked at 14 degrees, and turn 2 is banked at 8 degrees. Deaver right up in that back bumper here, and here comes Cole again for the lead. And just like we saw the last time we was at Pocono, they get right up alongside of the leader. But the leader then coming out of going through the middle of turn 1, just almost like he almost like he just hits the squeeze and just motors right on by. But now Deaver's in jeopardy of losing second now to the 30 car of Ryan George. Chris Dollerton running in 4th, and here comes Zach Winkle, car number 11, to the inside the Budweiser Ford, as Dollerton's been pushed up the track now, and he hopes to follow Deaver, trying to push him and maybe possibly himself up through the field, or maybe possibly in the 3rd spot. Who's to say? But caution free so far here at Pocono at the moment, though very unusual, because this track usually has been known to be a wreck fest. Cole Deaver has led 1 lap though, so that's the only lap Jesse Turner has not led. But Jesse Turner has absolutely just dominated this Pocono track. He dominated this race in the first visit there for his first ever win. He is on his verge of possibly getting a second one. Look at the back of the pack here. JT Bryant holding the last position there. Some big names up there. Back there. Zed Weinstein, Levi McIntyre, Trent Dunham, Keith Batson, Dylan Young. And 2 of these drivers won twice. Actually 3 of these drivers have won twice this season. Young, McIntyre, and Shearer in the 57 car, just up ahead of Matt Dallio in the Motorcraft car. And right behind that black number 3 of Michael Norman as they come out of turn number 1. Norman right now running in 28th position there. John Gilbert trying to get by Dalton Day, who won at Yas Marina Circuit the last stop on the tour. Happy to get that first win right out of the way. Joshua Osborne going inside of Benjamin Miles in 27. On board Joshua Osborne's car. Down that long 3,740-foot front stretch. See how fast he goes in the draft. 189 miles an hour, 190, 91, 92. Saw 193 blank in turn number 1. There he goes, the outside racetrack following Nick Johnson in 66 now. Let's see how fast he goes up on the long punch, which is 3,055 feet. 184, 186, 7, 8, 9, 190 miles per hour in turn number 2. And Down in the North Chute, which will be 1,780 feet as they come out of turn number 2, 174 miles an hour, 77, 8, 9, 181 miles per hour up through the North Chute, which is going into turn 3, and now on to the long front stretch again, right alongside the 6 of John Arndt. And that lap for Osborne clocked at 167.567 miles per hour. And on the front stretch at about 192 miles an hour that time by, as Osborne tries to get by that 27 of Benjamin Miles, as they are three-wide strewn all over this racetrack. Dawson wise up ahead. Johnny Gardner, 20, trying to get by Zachary Fitzwater, and the 52 of Seth Cole as he follows Chelsea Bowles up to the field in 26. Poteet still just up ahead here of the field there as Shelton has gotten around him in the 9 car. Amari Stoudemire Jr. is hanging tough with this bunch as well in the 68. And here we go again. Cole Deaver back again for the lead in the 7 car. And again he gets alongside Turner, and Turner just floors the throttle and says goodbye, and says, "Nuh-uh, Cole, you're not taking the lead away from me." And Cole says, "Oh yeah, watch me." So Daniel Olson right now the outside pole sitter for this event in 25, running in 3rd position, and he moves Deaver up the track now. Let's see what happens as they go down the North Chute. Deaver in the 7 car, Olson in 25. Up through turn 3 they go. Ryan George running in 4th, Zach Winkle in 5th, Chris Stowerton in 6th. Almost halfway in the books here, 13 in the books and 17 laps to go here at Pocono. A long race there, but we've seen some great racing so far. Even though it looks like nobody's been making any passes, but don't say they're not trying. Whoa! The 30 and the 11 got real close to sideswiping each other, and I think the 55 of Dalton was in this mix too. Here comes Winkle back to the inside now of the 25 of Daniel Olson. And Deaver once again tries to lead that 7 car. Here it comes to the inside of Jesse Turner again. Deaver has a slight advantage through the 3rd turn now, but Deaver has that hot, but Turner, his car works very, very well on that high side of that track. Drag race to the start-finish line. Turner led the lap by about a half a car length. Ryan George now trying to make a 3 wide in that 30 car. And whoa, he leans on that 11 of Zach Winkle just a little bit. You would think though, being on the outside lane though, that would hurt it would propel you. You're on the outside lane, you got the draft right there behind. You would think that would give you a bit of a push. But the thing of it is, nobody's been close enough to try to make a run at it here. Here comes Daniel Olson. Let's see what he can do with Jesse Turner now. And Cole Deaver couldn't do nothing with him. Turner has won this season. That came right here back in the first visit at Pocono. But Daniel Olson wants that first win badly. Again, he gets alongside, and again, Turner floors that throttle in the 94 car. So that Oldsmobile, the 94 Oldsmobile, has been very, very strong on the on a track like this at Pocono. I'll tell you, if it's like this at Pocono, no telling what this car will do in the next stop in the tour at Indianapolis for the Brickyard 400. A track similar to this is only shaped in a rectangle instead of a triangle, but could speak highly for that team, though. The number 94 car, the team out of Billy Hagan Racing. And Sunoco, of course, also is the official fuel of NASCAR as well. So at least the gasoline sponsor having at least the official fuel sponsor has been getting a lot of TV time here in the Castrol GTX Cup Series, if you can call this TV time. Here comes Daniel Olson to the outside lane. Thing of it is again that they could get the drafting help on the outside, but the thing is, they go to the ends. One goes to the outside, the other will go to the inside to hope to get some sort of a run. But and now Cole Deaver's going to try to draft with the 25 of Daniel Olson as he goes to the inside here. Turner, what's he going to do to the outside lane out at 94 car? Now that there's drafting help on the inside of the racetrack. And I think Olson's going to take the lead this lap. Yes, he will, by just 900ths of a second the last time by. And the 24 and the 94 and the 7 were absolutely dead even last time by. But Jesse Turner, watch that car accelerate on the high side of the track. Turner takes the lead back. Now, right there was the perfect example, the 94 and the 11. That was the perfect example right there. You get the drafting lane on the outside lane. And that proved to be the trick. But now Winkle goes to the high side here. Daniel Olson fights back on the inside of the racetrack here. And Jesse Turner, once again, is out in front in the 94 car. So Turner that time got a bit of a scare, but he was able to fight. Average speed after 18 laps, 166.714. Way faster than the 150 average we had the last visit here. Zach Winkle to the inside lane. Here he comes. He's going to have Cole Deaver shoving him in the 7 car. Now let's see what's going to happen on the storage chute. Turner's car's been running so well on the high side of the track. I don't think he's got anything to worry about. Oh no, now they're going to go 3 wide. The 94, the 11, and the 7. 3 wide through turn 3 here at Pocono. Which lane wins this time by? The 11 does. He leads the lap at the start-finish line, and he will block the 94's momentum. Deaver has the lead by just a slight advantage. And that's let a lot of cars bunch up behind him. Daniel Olson, Ryan George, Jonathan Zorlin, Kyle Matthews, Chris Dowerton. Sky Commons is back there in that 22 car. He's running strong. Chris Dodd and getting around Joshua Collard. Through turns 3 and 4, through turn 3 they go. Yeah, that sign should tell me right there what turn 4. 10 laps to go in the Farmers Insurance 400. 20 in the books, 10 laps to go. Can Zach Winkle get that first win in season 16? His first, if so, that would be his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series victory. Here comes that 94 again, Jesse Turner. His car worked well on the outside of the racetrack. What's it going to do on the inside of the racetrack now? And he's going to get the 25 car. Daniel Olson is going to try to shove him. The drafting line forms on the inside, but Olson's now not so sure. He thought about going to the 11 for a minute. And now it's another drag race to the line. The 94 already 11. Who leads this lap? Turner, maybe? Nope. Winkle does. And Daniel Olson decides to go with Zach Winkle in the 11 car. And that high lane working to his advantage. So the high lane that had been serving Turner very well, it backfired on him in this. Well, being on the inside lane just backfired on him completely, because here he goes. He's going to lose second, third spot. Just what racing we're having here at Pocono, that is for sure. Here, Jonathan Zorling goes to the outside of the racetrack here. Now he gets around Turner. Can Zach Winkle in the 11, the Budweiser Ford, can he hold them all up for his first win? 8 laps to go. Here comes Daniel Olson inside lane again. Daniel Olson, car 25, the Hendrick Motorsports Kodiak Chevy. And Zach Winkle holds him up again, that Budweiser car. Here it comes. Here, Olson to second. Third is now Zorlin. Jesse Turner's going to try to make up what he lost. He's in fourth. Dallerton in fifth. Deaver and Matthews battling for sixth. There's the field summary to show where you're running right now. Some of the big names has not really gained all that much. Olson tries again in the 25. But the 11, as we've seen everybody do, floor that throttle out of the turn number 1 and just motor ahead. But now here comes Jonathan Zorlin, car 71 to the inside of Daniel Olson. Olson has that high side. Dallerton maybe trying to follow him through. Now it's a 3-car battle for the second position. Olson, Zorlin, and Dallerton. Cole Deaver joins him on that bunch as well. 6 laps to go. Dallerton to the high side. Here comes Olson on the high side. Here they come into turn number 2 now. Daniel Olson. Car 25, he goes to the high side. Dallerton goes inside for second position. And that inside lane just does not work to anybody's advantage at Pocono. We've seen a draft. Now the drafting help has helped just a little bit, but it's still not enough to prevail over the outside lane, really. And if they keep this battling back there, Zach Winkle's just going to say goodbye to everybody. 5 laps to go. 3 wide for second position here. 25, the 55, and the 71. Here comes Olson on the outside of Dallerton. He's got him. Olson trying to close on the back of that 11 car. The front 2 trying for their first ever win in this series. Dallerton looking for his second of the season. Zorlin looking for his second, as is Jesse Turner. The top 4 cars right together, coming out of turn number 4, or turn number 3. Ford in first, Chevy in second, Oldsmobile third, Chevy in fourth. Olson to the outside of the racetrack here. Here comes Dallerton on the inside. He's going to try the inside on the 25, but Olson has that high lane working. They just do all this moving right there, and that's just going, like I said, it's just going to help the 11 car all the more. Here, somewhere nobody's got anything for Zach Winkle. Up, Olson might have something. Here comes the inside of the 11 for the lead. Now, if he could just only get Chris Dallerton to help him in that 55 car, he's just not been as close. Battle of the lanes, the outside line versus the inside line. And that 11 again gets the bite on the outside. Here comes Daniel Olson for the lead. To the inside comes car 55, but the 11 just right up alongside. And he holds off Olsen again. Daniel Olsen say, what do I have to do here? Now see if we can get any help from the 71 of Jonathan Zorlin. Zorlin was the winner at Texas this season. And Zorlin wants the inside lane per second. And like I said, they're just trying to... As I said before, all this battling is all well and good, but they've been battling anywhere except... Nobody knows that the outside lane has been the lane of choice there to try to battle for the lead here. They all just have the tendency to want to go to the inside lane and just... thinking that's the shortest way around, though, but that's not always the case. The shortest way around is not always the fast lane. Winkle could just be home free right now in the 11 car, unless somebody can make around the outside lane. But right now, Olsen's just not want to do it. He wants to go to the inside, thinking Winkle will slip. And here comes car number 25 back to the inside lane. Dollarton may have the shove this time by. It will be the white flag, 25 versus the 11. The 11 has been strong on the outside lane. The outside lane has been strong all day long, as a matter of fact. That's going to work to Winkle's advantage. Come out of turn number 3. 3 in the white flag ways for Zach Winkle. 1 lap to go in the Farmers Insurance 400. Into turn number 1, Winkle has that high lane again. Here comes Dollarton in car 55. Zorlin goes past here. Matthews going by Jesse Turner here. Dollarton tries to move Winkle up the track as he comes out of turn number 2 rather. Into turn 3 goes here into turn 3. It looks like nobody's going to make the move. Dollarton is close enough, but he does not have the drafting help. Off corner number 3 they come. And another first-time winner happening at Pocono comes car number 11, the Budweiser Ford of Zach Winkle. He wins at Pocono. Zach Winkle wins the race here at Pocono. Once he took the lead, it was smooth sailing. The outside lane works to his advantage as it has everybody else all day long. And that proved to be the difference. 166.356 the average speed. Zach Winkle, the Budweiser Ford, car number 11, gets his first ever Castrol GTX Cup Series victory, holding off some of the best in the business. Zach Winkle wins the race. Chris Dollarton finishes second. Jonathan Zorlin third. Daniel Olsen comes home in fourth. Fifth was Jesse Turner. Sixth was Kyle Matthews. Seventh place took Old Deaver. Seventh place was Ryan George. Eighth was Cole Deaver. Ninth was Chris Dodd. 10th position Jeremy Jones. Joshua Collard comes on 11th. 12th was Sky Commons. 13th Dawson Wise. 14th Jessica Shelton. 15th was Dylan Poteet. Johnny Gardner was 16th, 17th Chelsea Bowles, 18th Charles Sanford, 19th was Omari Stonemer Jr., Nick Johnson was 20th. Rest of the finishing order here. John Arndt, Joshua Osborne, Seth Cole, Kev Shearer, Quentin Moore, Zachary Fitzwater, Benjamin Miles, Michael Norman, Dalton Day, and Matt Dalio was the top 30. John Gilbert, Cole Baker, Dylan Young, Joshua Sakuli, Keith Badson, Paul Minnick, Trent Dunham, Andrew Perry, Zed Weinstein, Levi McIntyre, and JT Bryant was the last of the finishers here today at Pocono. But 2 Pocono races we had, and both of them provided first-time winners. Jesse Turner on the first visit, and Zach Winkle in the second visit. Here, as he takes home the title in the Farmers Insurance 400, averaging 166 miles per hour. As the next race on the tour will be at the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard 400. And It's going to be a big race here as it always is. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. You never know what you'll find on this channel here in our races, here gaming videos, here whatever we desire on this channel. So until then, this is James Qualls, and it's been a production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 5 years of offline racing at its best.